Students, welcome all of you. 6th class mathematics subject, exercise 3.5. In the last period, we have studied few questions in the exercise 3.5. Today, we shall study the next questions. Question number 3. Which factors are not included in the prime factorization of composite number? Question number 3. Which factors are not included in the prime factorization of a composite number? See students, let us take for example 6. 6 is a composite number. 6 is a composite number. Why 6 is the composite number? Yes, 6 is a composite number because 6 has the factors more than 2. Factors of 6 is equals to 1, 2, 3 and 6. All these are the factors of 6. There are totally 4 factors. Therefore, the number 6 is said to be composite number. Now, take the prime factorization of this composite number 6. Divide 6 by first prime number 2. 2 3s are 6. Then divide this 3 by 3. 3 1s are 3. Therefore, we write the prime factorization of 6 as 6 is equals to 2 into 3. This is the prime factorization of 6. In the prime factorization of 6, 6 is the composite number. In the prime factorization of composite number, 1 and the number itself are not included. Therefore, 1 and the number itself is not included in the prime factorization. In the prime factors, in the prime factorization, in the prime factorization of a composite number. This is the answer for question number 3. Next, question number 4. Write the greatest 4-digit number and express it in terms of prime factorization. Express it in terms of prime factors. In the question number 4, first write greatest 4-digit number. Greatest 4-digit number. The numbers starting from 1000 to 9999. Starting from 1000, ending to 9999. So the numbers starting from 1000 and ending to 9999, all these numbers are 4-digit numbers because there are 4 places, 4 digits. So in the 4-digit numbers, 9999 is the greatest number. So students, greatest 4-digit number is 9999. Now find the prime factors of this number. Write the number 9999. Divide this number by prime factors only. First prime number 2, then 3, then 5, then 7, then 11, then 13, then 17, 19, like this. The number 9999 does not divisible by 2. Next, take 3. We can divide the number 9999 by 3. 3 3s are 3 3s are 3 3s are 3 3s. Now we obtain the number 3333. Divide this number once again by 3. 3 1s are 3 1s are 3 1s are 3 1s are. Now we obtain the number 1111. Now we can divide this number by 11. 11 ones are 11. Then take 1. We can't divide. Put 0. Take 1. Now the number is 11. 11 ones are 11. Now 101 does not divisible by any number except by number itself. Now divide 101 by 101. 101 ones are 101. Therefore, prime factors of prime factors of prime factorization of 9999 is equals to 3 into 3 into 11 into 101. 3 into 3 into 11 into 101. These are the prime factors of greatest 4-digit number. Next question number 5. The question is, write the smallest 5-digit number and express it in the form of its prime factors. Smallest 5-digit number. Now, after 9999, when we add 1 to the greatest 4-digit number, this is greatest 4-digit number. By adding 1 to the greatest 4-digit number, we get the next number, that is 9 plus 1 10, carry 1 10, carry 1 10, carry 1 10. Next number is 10,000. This number is the smallest 5-digit number because there are 5 digits: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 places: ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000. 5 places, 5-digit number. So, smallest 5-digit number is 10,000. Question number 5. Smallest 5-digit number. 5-digit number is 10,000. Find the prime factorization of this 10,000. Write the number 10,000. Divide by prime factors only. First divide the number 10,000 by first prime number 2. 2 5s are 10. Then put 3 zeros. Once again divide by 2. 2 25s are 50. 2 25s are 50. Put 2 zeros. Once again divide by 2. 2 1s are 2. 2 2s are 4. Remaining 1. Then is 10. 2 5s are 10. Put 1 zero. Once again divide by 2. 2 2 6 are 12, 2 2s are 4, remaining 1, then it is 10, 2 5s are 10. Now divide by 5. 5 1s are 5, remaining 1, then it is 12, 5 2s are 10, then it is 25, 5 5s are 25. Once again divide by 5, 5 2s are 10, remaining 2, then it is 25, 5 5s are 25. Once again divide by 5, 5 5s are 25, 5 1s are 5. Therefore, the number 10,000 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. That is equals to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. That is equals to 2 is multiplied by itself 4 times and 5 is multiplied itself by 4 times. 2 is multiplied itself by 4 times and 5 by 4 times. So we can write this as 2 to the power 4 into 5 to the power 4. The smallest 5-digit number is 10,000. Find its prime factorization by dividing the number 10,000 only using the prime numbers. So we get these factors. So write these factors in the form of multiplication. 2 is multiplied 4 times, 5 is multiplied 4 times. So 10,000 is equals to 2 to the power 4 into 5 to the power 4. Next question number 6. Read the question, what it is. Question number 6. Find all the prime factors of 1729 and arrange them in ascending order. Now state the relation, if any, between two consecutive prime factors. We need to find all the prime factors of 1729. The number is 1729. Question number 6. In the question, the given number is the given number is 1729. We need to find the prime factors. Take the given number 1729, divide the given number by using only the prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, like this. This number does not divisible by 2 because this number is ending with odd number. And also this number does not divisible by 3 because we have studied the divisibility rule of 3. Any number, whether to say whether the given number is divisible by 3 or not, check the divisibility rule by 3. Take the sum of all the digits in the number. 9 plus 1 is 10, 10 plus 7 17, 17 plus 2 is 19. 19 is the sum of all the digits in the given number. Now this sum 19 does not divisible by 3. Therefore, the number 1729 does not divisible by 3. And also the number does not divisible by 5 because to divide any number, it should end with 0 or 5. Any number which is ending with 0 or 5, we can divide the number by 5. Otherwise, the number cannot be divisible by 5. Next, take 7. Now we can divide the number by 7 because the number 1729, take the last digit 9, make it double, 9 2s are 18, subtract 18, 9 into 2 is 18, subtract this 18 in the remaining number, 12 minus 8 is 4, 17 minus 2 is 13, sorry, 17 minus 2 is 15. Now once again double the last number, 4 2s are 8, 4 2s are 8. Now subtract this 8 number in the remaining, minus 8, 15 minus 8 is 7. Now this number 7 is divisible by 7. Therefore, the last remainder, the last number, it should be the multiples of 7. Now this is the multiple of 7. Therefore, we can divide 1729 by 7. 7 2s are 14, remaining 3, then it is 32. 7 4s are 28, 7 4s are 28, remaining 4, then it is 49, 7 7s are 49. Now the number 247 is divisible by 11. 11 2s are 20, 30. Divide 247 by next number 13. We can't divide by 11. 13 1s are 13. In 24, subtract 13. How much remaining? 11. Next number is 117. Next, find 117. Whether it is divisible by 13 or not. 13 9s are 117. Now this 19 is divisible by 19. 19 1s are 19. Therefore, the prime factors of the prime factors of 1729 is equals to 7 into 13 into 19. 7 into 13 into 19. This is the prime factorization. This is the prime factors of 1729. Now take any two consecutive number. First consecutive numbers 7. First two consecutive factors 7 and 13. Their difference is, see how much it is. 13 minus 7 is 6. Difference of 7 and 13 is 6. Similarly, take the difference between the second factor and the third factor. Here also the difference is 6. Therefore, what is the relation here? The relation is that the difference between any two consecutive factors is 6. Therefore, relation is equals to the difference between any two consecutive factors is 6. Difference between first 7, second 13. These are the two consecutive factors in the prime factorization of 1729. Here the difference is 6. Here also the difference is 6. This is the relation. Next question number 7. In the question number 7, the product of three consecutive numbers is always divisible by 6. Verify this statement with the help of some examples. The question says that the product of three consecutive numbers is always divisible by 6. Let us try this one. Question number 6 for her. Now the question number is 7. In the question we are given product of three consecutive numbers. Take question number 7. Take any three consecutive numbers. Any three consecutive numbers. Take for example, 2, 3 and 5. Now 2, 3 and 5 are consecutive numbers. 2, 3 and 4, not 5, 4. 2, 3 and 4, these are the three consecutive numbers. Take the product. Therefore, product is equals to 2 into 3 into 4. That is equals to 2 3s are 6, then into 4, 6 4s are 24. Now this 24 is divisible by 6. Therefore, 24 divided by 6 is equals to 4. 6 4s are 24. Therefore, product of any three consecutive numbers is divisible by 6. Similarly, students, take any three consecutive numbers. Now in the first example, in example 1, the three consecutive numbers taken 2, 3 and 4. Let us take another three consecutive numbers, 3, 4 and 5. 3, 4 and 5, these are also three consecutive numbers. Then their product is equals to 3 into 4 into 5. That is equal to 3 into 4 is 12, 12 into 5 is 60. Now this 60 is divisible by 6. Similarly, take another one example, 4, 5 and 6. 4, 5 and 6, these are also three consecutive numbers. Therefore, product is equals to 4 into 5 into 6. That is equal to 4 5s are 20. 20 into 6 is equals to 120. Now this number 120 is divisible by 6. So product of any three consecutive number is always divisible by 6. Is always divisible by 6. Next question number 8. Question number 8. The sum of two consecutive odd numbers is divisible by 4. Verify this statement with the help of some examples. Question number 8. The sum of two consecutive odd numbers. Let us take any two consecutive odd numbers. Take any two consecutive odd numbers, say 3 and 5. See here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, like this the numbers are continuing. Take 1 and 3. 1 and 3 are consecutive odd numbers. Similarly, 3 and 5 are consecutive odd numbers. 5 and 7 are consecutive odd numbers. 7 and 9 are consecutive odd numbers. Take any two consecutive odd numbers. Let us take 3 and 5. Therefore, sum is equals to 3 plus 5, that is equals to 8. Now, the sum of these two consecutive odd number is 8, is often 8, and we can divide this 8 by 4. 8 by 4 is equals to 2. Similarly, take another pair of two consecutive odd numbers. 3 and 5 is taken. Now take 5 and 7. 5 and 7 are consecutive odd numbers. Take their sum. Sum is equal to 5 plus 7, that is equal to 12. This 12 is divisible by 4. Answer is 3. Now similarly take another two consecutive odd numbers, say 9 and 11. 9 and 11 are two consecutive odd numbers. Therefore, sum is equals to 9 plus 11. 9 plus 11 is 18. Now, this number 18 is divisible by once again 4. 9 and 11. Sorry, sum is not 18, it is 20. So now this number 20 sum is divisible by 4. 4 ones are, 4 fives are. Answer is 5. Here 4 ones are, 4 threes are. 4 ones are, 4 twos are. So sum of any two consecutive odd numbers, 3 and 5, 5 and 7. Similarly, 9 and 11. 3 and 5 consecutive odd numbers. 5 and 7 consecutive odd numbers. 9 and 11 consecutive odd numbers. Therefore, sum of any two consecutive odd numbers is always divisible by 4. Therefore, sum of any two consecutive odd numbers is always divisible by 4. Okay, students, try to solve all these questions and practice them. This is your homework. Now stop the class.